It's the story that people will get to see.
It's about the Clark sisters. And I think like when you try to tell, when anybody should do any story about Black genius, particularly, and these women were Black geniuses. They are Black geniuses. You have to, no one is ever going to reach the level of excellence of Twinkie Clark. Like, let's not try, because her contribution to music is some of the most significant in the canon of Western music and Eastern music as well, because she comes from an African tradition as well. So you're not gonna match that. You're not gonna match her as a composer, as a player of the piano, as a player of the organ. You're not gonna match that. You're not gonna match. No one can sing like them. So all you can do, the best that you can do, is try to be honest. That's all you can do, and hope that who they are will be conveyed through our attempts at honesty. And so what Christine and I worked together in doing, along with the other young women who played my daughters, Raven, Shalea, Christina, Kiera, Angela, what we try to do is try to be honest. So through that honesty, we would be a window for people to see the lives of these women. What I have found is that, or what people kind of don't think about, at least I don't think about it, is that, genius doesn't come in an incubator, right? Doesn't come in a lab. I mean, in a lab somewhere. You know what I mean? Like Stevie Wonder wasn't in a lab and we got him out of a lab. Prince wasn't in a lab and we went somewhere and got him out of a lab. He was raised in a house. You know what I'm saying? He was raised in a home. He had parents, for better or for worse, whatever these parents were. They were in domesticated situations. They lived lives that looked like our lives when they're children, at least up to a point, at least with Stevie Wonder. So they have to eat, they do homework, they do all these things that we do. But what hopefully we try to achieve with this, or we tried to do, was to show what is the incubation of genius, of Black genius. That looks like a regular domestic situation, but they're in a house full of Karen Clark and Dorinda Clark and Twinkie Clark, and it's how, what does that look like?
What was so interesting about the Clark sisters was that there was messy vulnerability with each of them. And for a storyteller, that's like hitting the jackpot. I don't know how successful we were in thoroughly telling all those different story parts, but I think the parts that stand out will resonate enough to give people a taste and some level of satisfaction for everything that is beautiful and wonderful and great about these women. So I feel like this is a primer for people understanding the legacy of the Clark sisters going forward. And for that, I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to participate as a conduit on some level. The Clark sisters, in their genius, were also ordinary women who had dreams and ideas and fears and problems.